In sports today, Steph Curry sets another NBA record after a great performance. Here's Sarah Wickett with the rest of the details and the rest of your sports news.
Thanks, Katie. Well, I don't know about you, but the Leafs definitely felt at home last night after putting a dent in the Hurricanes' playoff hopes. In the first period, Toronto's got the power play. Morgan Riley takes a shot and Brad Boyce buries it. Now let's go to the second. It's tied at 1, Leafs with the tag team, P.A. Parento over to Josh Levo, and he puts it in the net. Late in the second, things are heating up. That's a clean hit by Nazem Kadri. Andre Nestrasil is forced to leave the game. Taking it to the third now. The Leafs are on fire. Take a look at this.
Towards the front of the net. Kadri gets it in, scores! Parento! And it's 3-1.
And with 1 minute left in the game, Jordan Stoss and Kadri drop the gloves. Leafs take the win 3-1. Looks like it was a one-man show for the Golden State Warriors last night. Steph Curry scored 51 points, lifting his team over the Orlando Magic 130 to 114. Let's just sit back for a minute and watch the Golden Boy do what he does best.
Back to Curry, three-point shot.
A good show by Aaron Gordon.
Curry jumps into Ilyasova.
And for the best shot of the game, with only 2 seconds left in the third quarter, he drains it from half court. The reigning MVP has now made three-pointers in 128 straight games, which is a new NBA record. Looks like he's hitting legendary status. Surf's up and we're going to Hawaii. The big surf was nothing but a breeze for American John Florence. The surfer topped the scorecard with 301 points at the Eddie's Big Wave surfing event. He beat Australian Ross Clark-Jones, who came in second place with a score of 278. This event is held in memory of Eddie Aiko, a Hawaiian big wave surfer and a lifeguard who died in 1978. For sports, now with a roundup of our weekly arts news, here's Sasha Aziz.
It's Oscar weekend and the stars are getting ready to shine. Hollywood's biggest night will be hosted by comedian Chris Rock, and viewers can't wait to hear what cheeky jokes he has to make about Oscar's So White scandal. The anticipation about who's going to wear what builds as we're expected to see a lot of dramatic dresses on the red carpet. I mean, it is the Super Bowl of fashion after all. Some of this year's nominated films include The Big Short, Bridge of Spies, and The Revenant, and many more. But the real question is this going to be Leo's year? We're all rooting for you.
All I had was my boy, and he took him from me, you understand?
Singer and songwriter Kesha's battle to freedom continues, and some big Hollywood names are stepping in to help. Kesha has been publicly fighting to get out of contract with her producer, Dr. Luke, who she accuses of sexually assaulting her. Recently, female artists like Taylor Swift, Adele, Lady Gaga have showed their support for the singer.
I'd like to take a quick second just to thank my management and my record label for embracing the fact that I'm a woman and to publicly support Kesha.
However, the end may not be near, as Sony let out a statement saying they are not in any position to terminate the contract. Orange is the New Black star Taryn Manning was recently in Toronto DJing for H&M's grand reopening at the Toronto Eden Centre. During the DJ's set, she decided to shout out her friend and former co-star Brittany Murphy, who passed away in 2009. Let's see what happened next.
Give it up for Brittany Murphy, one of my best friends. Not anymore. What the heck? Why did it stop? That was weird. Hi, Brittany. You with us?
After the shout-out, the DJ set suddenly shut down. She believes it was a sign from the other side. Or it could be just a wire trip. That's it for this week's Art Report. Now for a look at what Mother Nature has in store. Here's Ryan Durkee.
We are experiencing the second day of our extreme cold weather alert here in Toronto. But as I said before, it is warming up this weekend. It's sunny right now with some clouds. However, we're not getting any heat today. The high today is chilly, -3, while the low is -7. Don't worry, we escaped the cold on Saturday with a high of 5 and a low of 0. Although it's not until Sunday when we really get relief from the cold with a high of 10 degrees. Yes, you heard that right, 10 degrees. Our low for the day is -5 and temperatures will dip below 0 next week, so don't throw out your parkas quite yet. That's it for today's weather report. Remember to keep warm and have a great weekend. Back to you in the newsroom, Katie.
Thanks, Ryan. We leave you today with this.
Bernie, my Bernie, will teach me everything that
Democratic hopeful Bernie Sanders says he can't be bought, but a company in Brooklyn is giving you a chance to do just that. The company has teamed up with a Seattle artist to create a doll of the Democratic hopeful. It also sells Hillary Clinton and Barack Obama dolls. $1 from a sale of the doll will be given to the candidate's campaign. The company says it no longer makes plans to do the Republican candidates just yet. That's all for today. For details of these stories and more, check out humbernews.ca. Humber News is produced by students in the journalism program at the North Campus. I'm Katie Jones, and have a great weekend.